Hi everyone, I'm High Priestess or Tophinus, and this is a very special broadcast for those witches who are currently in covens. The question is, are you in a dead coven? Are you in a dead coven? What is a dead coven? A dead coven is a coven that is governed by a high priest or high priestess. They have a couple of members, but they don't actually produce magical results in their lives. They just celebrate the Sabbath. They celebrate the cycles of the moon. They celebrate the seasons. They worship nature, but they are actually not seeing anything magical happen in their lives. It's time to leave dead covens. If your high priest or high priestess is not producing opportunity after opportunity, magic after magic, result after result, it's time to leave that dead coven. A dead coven produces no magical results. The point of being a witch is to make your life better from its current circumstances. The point of being a witch is to get yourself from the bottom to the top. The point of being a witch is so that you don't have to go through life doing things the hard way. Witches work with the energy found in nature to bring about change, but that high priest, that high priestess has to be the engine that drives that change. And if that's not happening when you are outside of the coven meetings, it's time to find a new coven. It's time to find a new high priest or high priestess. It's time to fully come into a magical field life. There are way too many dead covens. A lot of dead covens are started by teenagers that deem themselves worthy of being a high priest or high priestess, but have no idea how witchcraft actually works. They have no idea of the real experience of magic or experiencing real substantial permanent change because of magic, and they are just looking for attention. They are just looking to be glorified, and that's okay to a certain extent, but there has to be results. There has to be change in the lives of your coven members. There has to be change in the lives of your coven members. If you've been in a coven for 1, 2, or 3 or more years and have not seen any real change, you really have to evaluate that high priest or high priestess and think long and think hard that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. They themselves are not magically blessed as they, present themselves to be. You have to get out of dead covens. You want to get into a coven in which you are seeing substantial and permanent change in your life. You have to get into a coven where you don't have to any longer go through life doing things the hard way. You have to join a coven where you don't have to struggle as much as you are currently doing, being a solitary witch or, going at witchcraft alone. You want real change. You want real results. It's time to stop playing house. It's time to stop playing house and step into a fully magical filled life. And that starts, if you are currently in a coven, it starts with leaving dead covens.